Hello everyone. Today is a very special occasion, as Homework Folder, my most viewed video, has officially surpassed 300 views. Okay, well, not exactly. It's actually at 290 views, but I didn't want to have to wait until it was at 300 and then have to make this video also worrying about the Wednesday livestream, or the Wed stream, as I have decided to call it. I understand if it has slipped your mind, and as such, before we get into this video, I want to make sure to remind you that EmptyX, and as such, Empty2, as Empty2 cannot be released, even if it can be worked on until the end of EmptyX has been aired. Well, both of them are currently postponed indefinitely. You, yourself, however, can help bring it back by bringing more attention to it. To make sure that you, yourself, help bring back EmptyX, make sure to tweet or make a YouTube video with the hashtags #SaveThisSeries or #SaveEmptyX. Both will be in the description. This will only take a few seconds. For that matter, it doesn't even have to be the sole message of the YouTube video or tweet, just a little extra. And it can bring back all of Empty so that we can end it properly. I understand that this sounds like begging, and in some ways it is. And some of you may have never even heard of Empty. But just keep in mind that it is dear to me as well as a large portion of my audience. And even that simple 2-second thing can help my channel out tremendously. If you haven't watched it yet, now is the perfect time. So make sure to go watch the original Empty series and the first Empty movie now on my channel. With that out of the way, I want to just go ahead and get right into it. The history of Homework Folder. This video will have a few different things about Homework Folder. Mainly though, it will focus on the history and making of Homework Folder. This video could have been about any of my videos, to be honest. This video isn't really all that amazing. Like, it's fine, but it's not even really in my top 10 or 20 videos I've made. Still, it is a milestone that marks the moment that a video of mine reached 300 views, which for me is a huge milestone. Still, this could have been any of my videos had it just happened to be ahead. For example, So You're a Man of Culture was, for a very long time, my most viewed video. It actually being in competition with one of my old videos, Fallout 3 Glitches Turn on Subtitles. I know, a very attractive title. Funnily enough, Homework Folder wasn't even close to being competition to it for an insanely long time. Luckily, our good old Man of Culture is still in third place at 123 views, only behind Homework Folder and the aforementioned Fallout 3 Glitches, which, funnily enough, got popular since people mistook it for a guide on how to turn on subtitles in Fallout 3. When it was just me being too dumb to add subtitles to a video and asking people to use YouTube's closed captions to see the funny text instead. Still, these two may be high up, but they aren't number one, and as such, they don't matter today. Today, Homework Folder is not officially, reaching 300 views first. Homework Folder is, as of this video, though that should be obvious, as all of the information that I've told you, at least about, so far, about my most viewed videos and how many views they have and where they will be in the rankings, will just be inaccurate soon. Just a couple of months or even days or something, they'll just be different. But still, as of now, Homework Folder is almost a year old, coming out September 15th, 2018 originally. Wait, today is September 3rd. Why didn't I just wait until the end of Alright, sorry guys, I'm back. The outburst was unjustified. Anyway, this video, being almost a year old, has a surprisingly large amount of history for its age. Still, as is only one video's history, I will have a surprise at the video, which will be exclusive to this video actually. And I doubt will ever occur on my channel again, so stay tuned. But yeah, I'll have a surprise at the end of the video, because one video's history isn't going to be insanely long. So yeah, still, Homework Folder itself, not the video, but just the term, is a common joke. Oh, and just as a heads up, this is going to be a little NSFW, not insanely crazy, but I'm going to have to use a couple terms to describe what the joke is. So, if you're, I don't know, get offended easily or are too young, you might want to just click off now. It's not all that bad, but, keeping it safe. This is family-friendly channel. Anyway, homework folder itself is a common joke reference and just general meme in today's community, referring to a common method of hiding, here it comes, ready? Of hiding porn in a folder marked for homework. The joke comes from the fact that this FBI agent in the video, who's monitoring a man's computer, which, yeah, believe it or not, our privacy isn't all that great, and finds this folder. And at first he just thinks, well, it's homework. It's supposed to look like that. That's why they hide it in there, because who's going to check your homework? But supposedly, as proof of its suspiciousness, it is at 95 gigabytes, an insane amount for just documents that would normally be in a folder for homework. Generally, documents for homework, or really any documents in general, are only about like 100 or so kilobytes, or about 1/1,000,000th of a gigabyte. That means he would have to have nearly 95 million homework files. This number, 95 gigabytes, is much more likely to be for porn, as people often save a large amount of files of it, and the files would generally just be larger anyway because they're images or videos, and they sometimes have accompanying files too, so though they are generally not very good accompanying files because they're like viruses and stuff. Still, this is why the FBI agent is very suspicious, going so far as to send a SWAT team to the man's house. FBI, open up! Of course, in real life, this fully grown man is legally allowed to look at or download porn. However, going far enough to make it illegal seemed to be going too far for my channel, especially as the original was funny enough on its own, and kind of pushing it, to be honest. Still, after the FBI agent breaks in and arrests him, the punchline comes in as the FBI agent actually gets a call that reveals the man was in fact not in possession of a large amount of porn, but instead just absolutely loved writing essays. This explained the large file in an admittedly humorously unlikely fashion, and to end the video off, the FBI agent reverses his mistake by reversing the break-in scene earlier. Quite literally. Of course, it may seem strange I just explained the entire video and just kind of told you what the joke was, but I figured that many people may have forgotten the gist of it, and I figured I'd just give you a nice reminder. It is a year old after all. Still, the idea itself of the homework folder is, as previously mentioned, not at all my idea, but a popular meme based off of other stories. Still, the concept inspired me to make my own punchline of the man who loves essays into a full video, and homework folder was made. Of course, this was a 1-minute video with like one moment that was particularly funny, maybe two, and was on a channel that got an average of 10 or 20 views, meaning that I never really expected much from it, and it delivered. Like, I'm not gonna lie, for the first very long time, this video was had nearly no views. It was apparently being watched relatively often, but it still was able to hide completely in the lowly viewed videos that I mostly don't see nowadays. Suddenly, however, there was a huge spike in views, followed by a regular amount of views daily, which quickly pushed its way up to the top. I myself didn't notice it standing even when it got to the most popular until these spikes in views had already happened long ago. Seeing it randomly, being shocked at its sudden success months after it come out, even beating out my previous most popular videos, which at the time varied widely in views, making a sudden contender for the top very unusual. Still, it didn't suddenly drop out of the top 5, as some might have expected, admittedly me, instead reaching number 1 after a short battle with the others, and quickly surpassing the other top videos, failing to reach 100 first, unfortunately, but easily being the first at 150, 200, 250, and now 300. It actually is the first video, it's actually not only the first, but instead the only video above 200, which gives it a good chance at staying number 1, unless a new breakout video comes out of nowhere. Still, this is the history of the classic video, the one that came out of nowhere to surprise its owner, partly because of dumb luck, and partly due to some combination of the default thumbnail that was, I just forgot. I'm not gonna lie, it just was an accident that it was the default thumbnail. I was gonna make it something different, but the default thumbnail apparently was really good, and the topic was a popular search term, I guess. I don't know, but it has dominated my views due to that, and still is getting several views every day. And it's the first video to ever have an entire. To be honest, it may be the only video to ever have a video dedicated to its history, but even if there are other videos like this in the future, I would be surprised. I'd be shocked if I ever do something like this again. That's right, we have reached the end of the video, and I will show you a relatively accurate recreation of me making the video through actually just making the video in my editor in front of you all again. That's right, this is like if Coca-Cola just suddenly just made a video and showed you how to make their drink from the base ingredients. Like, I'm basically just giving this away, so make sure to watch. Also, keep in mind that this video is my property, so I would appreciate if you didn't steal it, and that it was made about a year ago, and for a relatively small idea, so there's not an insane amount of work or cool editing to do on it, so just only a small few. So, oh, also, this segment will be improvised, so prepare your butts. Man, that was long. What's this? Homework folder has nothing. Wait a s- hopefully that improvisation wasn't too much. Wait, what do you mean I didn't talk? That was the improvisation. I bet you didn't expect that. That was. I don't think you expected that, and it definitely wasn't scripted. So I'm saying it's improvised. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. This took a lot of work, as you can tell from the fact that like half the video I keep referencing the date incorrectly. Yeah, that's right. This thing is a multi-day project. I thought, oh, hey, I'll finish it, you know, on the 3rd, but it's not the 3rd, so. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Make sure to go congratulate Homework Folder in person if you be so inclined. Don't forget about the empty stuff. I'll have the, still have the hashtags in the description. And thanks again for watching. Well, bye.